ready and waiting for Louis Tomlinson.
Hello, hello.
Hey, it's good to have you back.
Thanks for having me back.
Of course, any time, mate. We've got to have the indie prince himself on. You can't get enough of it, can you?
No, love it, lad, love it.
Last time you were on, 2019, you came on for an indie house party on a Thursday night, and we played this game called Keep or Delete. Do you remember what happened during that game?
Not specifically, I do remember the game.
Okay, let's see if we can jog your memory.
I'm going to get rid of I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, actually.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, I'm holding strong. One had to go.
Louis!
I don't make the rules.
There it goes.
I love that song as well.
Wait a second.
Song.
What are you playing at? You binned Arctic Monkeys, I Bet That You Look Good on the Dance Floor. You deleted it from the Radio 1 system.
I must have turned up drunk that day. I must have. Honestly, that's a crime. What was the Strokes song? What was it against, you know?
Yeah, it was up against the Strokes. That's a good memory. It was last night by the Strokes against Arctic Monkeys. I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor.
It's a tough pick, but I don't actually know why I picked that. I Bet You Look Good on Dance Floor. That's a super nostalgic song for me, to be fair.
I mean, last time obviously was Carnage with that. Tonight, hopefully, we're going to have a little bit of Carnage as well, especially off the back of your tour as well. You've been super busy, man, especially with this indie festival that you've been throwing as well out in Malaga.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's been a dream of mine for a long time, to put on an event like that, to be fair.
Do you kind of feel you have a responsibility to, I guess, be a platform for your music taste in a way? Something that your fans might not normally experience?
Yeah, that's why I like doing those things, and that's also why I like picking the right support slots on my tour. You know, especially bands like Stone. I don't know if any of my fans would have heard them specifically if I'd not brought them to the festival, for example. So those kind of things are definitely really fulfilling for me.
I'm glad you've brought up Stone.
Aren't they amazing, lads?
Obsessed with that band. Who else did you have on at your festival?
So Voodoo's opened up. Then it was Sunroom who supported me, American band who supported me on the US tour. Then we had Hines. And then we had the Vaccines, man, which was a proper honour, man, for him to play the festival.
Okay, so you didn't do this thing half. You went in full whack. Did you have a drink with them afterwards as well? Did you get to hang out with them?
Yeah, I did, to be fair. I think, not my finest hour, I went to a club after. I think I lasted about an hour before leaving, quite drunk.
So, I mean, for your brand new music that you're releasing as well, and I think this was very evident with Walls, you were clearly trying to channel your taste within your music, whilst kind of trying to balance it with maybe what your fans are more used to. This brand new one, Bigger Than Me, feels like you've done it again, man. That was clearly something that you're actively trying to keep going in the music, right?
Definitely. I just wanted to come out the blocks with something that felt like a statement of intent. It felt ambitious. It's got that big chorus. And yeah, even the album as a whole, I think it's a much better representation of me as an artist. And not to say that the first one isn't. It's just, you know, on your first album, there's so much room for overthinking.
I mean, it's a different prospect altogether being on your own compared to being in a band with four other boys. Do you know what I mean? So you kind of almost like finding yourself on your own up there. So there's going to be an element of development still going on. I'm glad you brought the chorus up as well, because that was the first thing that I thought when I listened to the track through. I was just like, this chorus feels so big. Like for you, those kind of maybe big anthemic indie choruses that you think about, what comes to mind? The ones that you always just hammer or sing along to, that kind of thing.
Do you know what the irony is? The first thing that comes to my mind in terms of a chorus that I can remember singing as a young lad is I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor. And I cancelled it last time I was there like an idiot.
I'm not surprised, mate. I mean, that pretty much is quintessential indie banger, isn't it? It is, absolutely. As well, you worked with Mike Crossy on this one.
Yeah.
Now, look, I've got a list off the credentials of this bloke. He's worked with, and it gets better as we go along, Youngblood, The Wombats, the 1975 Foals, Arctic Monkeys. You didn't tell Mike that you'd got rid of the dance floor, did you? Because he produced that one. No, you didn't. Nice. We're talking a lot about it. We should probably run it, shouldn't we? A brand new one from Louis Tomlinson out here on the Radio 1 Indie Show. This is Bigger Than Me.
When somebody told me I would change, I used
Indie Show. Louis in the studio with us right now. Self-confessed big indie fan, and well, you have been on tour quite a lot, as we've been talking about. I mean, you've been pretty close to your fans over the last few months, and probably just your whole career, to be honest. Anyway, you should probably know them pretty well. Would you agree?
I'd say so. Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, well, for the first ever time on the Radio 1 Indie Show, Louis, we are going to play a game of how well do you know your fans? Okay. We have got self-confessed Louis Tomlinson superfan Ali with us right now. She's going to pose 5 questions about herself and her fandom for you. And all you got to do is just Get the right answers, Louis. It's as simple as that.
I could be wrong, but I think I know Ali.
You do?
I think if it's the same girl I'm thinking of.
Let's meet Ali.
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm 24 years old from Arizona, and I'll be studying criminology at Greenwich Uni in London next week. I believe that I'm one of Louis Tomlinson's biggest fans because I can remember the exact date that I first listened to One Direction.
Okay.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Pretty serious.
Ali's a serious Louis Tomlinson fan. Here's question number 1.
I've traveled to see you perform all over the world, but how many gigs have I been to for you as a solo artist? A, 12 gigs, B, 33 gigs, or C, 50 gigs?
A, 12, B, 33, C, 50, Louis. What are we saying?
I mean, if she's asking the question, it's got to be a lot. 50 sounds like too many. Let's go with, was it 33? Let's go with 33.
33 for Louis. 03700 100 100 is the WhatsApp number if you want to get involved tonight and answer some of these questions. Question number 2.
As you know, I've seen you numerous times, but what was the single longest journey I did for one show? Was it A, 5,280 miles, B, 3,416 miles, or C, 8,392 miles?
You must have heard of some fans travelling crazy distances to come and see you.
Oh, definitely.
What's the maddest or maybe longest you've heard of?
I feel like there was a few people at the Away From Home Festival in Malaga that came from South America, which is like crazy. I mean, shot in the dark, let's go C.
All right, Louis going to C.
I do think it's the girl that I thought it was, though. I recognise the voice. I think so.
Okay. Question number 3. Bring it, Ali.
I've been known to hold up something in the crowd at your gigs, but what is it that I hold up? Is it A, lyrics, B, my friend, or C, a blow-up flamingo?
Blow up flamingo, surely.
Now, this is kind of confusing me. This is not the girl that I thought it was, but there is someone... I should know the lyrics by now, but there's some of the One Direction songs that I didn't sing all parts in. I cover them. And the first few shows, this girl held up the lyrics. So I'm going to go with lyrics.
You're going to say lyrics. I mean, have you seen many blow up flamingos?
I haven't seen one, to be fair, so that's pretty random.
Okay, well, that feels like an educated guess. Okay, question number 4.
The next question is, a fun fact about you is that you can do farts with your armpit. Can you guess a fun fact about me? Is it A, I own the most pet guinea pigs in the United States? B, I was born without a sense of smell? Or C, I can sing all of your songs in reverse?
Go on, do the armpit.
Nah, a bit sweaty under there right now, to be fair.
Come on, do the armpit. Okay. It's too lubricated.
It is, honestly. I don't even think it'd work. Wait.
Okay. So her fun fact about herself. A, she owns the most guinea pigs in the United States.
Surely no chance.
B, she doesn't have a sense of smell. Or C, she can sing all of your songs in reverse.
I mean, even for a super fan, that'd be odd. Let's go B.
You think?
No sense of smell. I have heard of that before, to be fair. Yeah, so let's go with that.
Right. I hope it's the guinea pigs. Question number 5.
Out of the shows that I've been to see you, can you guess which one was my favorite? Was it A, London at Wembley, B, Milan San Siro, or C, Dubai?
What was your favourite out of those ones? Or actually, maybe what was your favourite gig on the last tour that you've done?
It's hard. It's kind of cliche, but the last gig that I played, which was in Milan, right at the end of the tour, honestly, for the first 4 or 5 songs, I just felt like the whole year just flashed before my eyes. It was a massive, massive gig. It was by far the biggest gig
in the San Siro.
Yeah, man.
You're a football fan as well. That's got to be like so sick.
Yeah, honestly, really, really, really special. So that for me would be my favourite. Surely her favourite as well. I'm going to go with that.
You're going B, Milan and the San Siro.
B, Milan.
All right. Louis laid down his answers, everyone. How well does he know his fans? We're going to find out in a bit. Louis, we're going to play a favourite of yours. Should we do it?
Nice.
Let's run a bit of Stone. This is Waste. Favourite for you, Louis, isn't it?
What a tune, man. What a band.
Did they play that one at your indie festival?
They did. It went off, man.
Filthy tune, that. Big one from Stone. Former tune of the week for me. Out on Future Artists, my show Monday to Wednesday on Radio 1 as well. And with Louis Tomlinson in the studio right now, we are playing a game of how well do you know your fans? Self-confessed Louis Tomlinson superfan Ali has been on to pose 5 questions about herself and her fandom to Louis. Louis had to try and get them all right. Let's see how well you did, Louis. Question number 1 was this. How many gigs has she been to see you at? A, 12, B, 33, C, 50. You went B, 33. Here's the answer.
The answer is C, 50 gigs. I saw you 47 times this year alone, and of the legs of tour I went to, I missed less than 10 shows overall.
Unlucky, mate.
Yeah, still though, that's crazy, innit, man? What a legend. What a legend. I played maybe 70 shows this year, so she must have been right.
Longest journey. Was it A, 5,280, B, 3,416, or C, 8,392? The longest journey she made out of those shows to see you. You said C, 8,392. The correct answer is...
And the answer is A, 5,280 miles. I went from Arizona to London last year to see you for the first Away From Home festival. Literally flew from Arizona to London and right back the next day. Slept at the airport, went directly to the show. Very much of a whirlwind, but definitely worth it to see your first gig back after Corona.
Well, you got it wrong, Louis, but that commitment, that's still...
Incredible, man. Incredible. I hope I get one of these right.
So do I, because it's not looking good so far.
I love my lot. I thought I knew plenty about them. Clearly not.
It's not looking good, bruv. It is not looking good. Question number 3. Okay, so Ali holds up something at your shows. But what is it? A, lyrics, B, her friend, or C, a blow-up flamingo? And you said A, lyrics. Let's have a look.
The answer is A. I hold up the lyrics through the dark. As you don't remember them all the time, I started bringing them at one of the early shows in the America leg of tour and brought them throughout the next few legs to help you remember the lyrics to the song that you wrote many years ago.
Yes, Louis! Come on,
Nice,
one on the board.
nice.
Love
I
to
know
see
it
that.
is now. I know it is.
You do know who it is?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
So what? So she holds it up at every single show?
Yeah, there's a couple of times where I feel flustered and I'm like, I don't remember. And I'm like, who's got lyrics? And I only have to look a few rows back and she's there most nights. What a legend.
Question number 4 was, a fun fact about you, Louis, is that you can make a fart noise with your armpit.
Yeah, can't we all?
Too lubricated tonight to be able to do it, apparently. But what is her fun fact? A, she owns the most amount of guinea pigs in the United States. B, she doesn't have a sense of smell. Or C, she can sing all of your songs in reverse. What did you think?
Did I say B?
I think you said B.
Yeah,
She doesn't have a sense of smell.
There
Let's
you
have a
go.
look.
And the answer is B. I was born without a sense of smell, so I've never smelled anything ever. This does have some disadvantages, but the advantages are that I can down drinks really easily because I can't taste alcohol as strongly. And if people do normal, non-armpit farts, I can't smell. How bad?
That's a strong advantage. I would take that, actually.
That is pretty
I would
strong, to
take
be
that.
fair, yeah.
Okay, the final question was, what was her favourite show out of the 50 that she saw you at? Was it A, Wembley in London, the San Siro in Milan was B, or was it Dubai, C? You went for San Siro in Milan, B. Let's find out.
The answer is A, the London at Wembley gig. That was really special because, as you mentioned, that was when One Direction got formed as a group. That was where your first solo performance was on X Factor, and it was just really amazing to see you at such an incredible venue.
I feel like you should have got that one right.
I should have, really. Yeah, there's a sentimental aspect to it that I missed.
I was going to say that because the way she's describing it sounds like it was a really special one.
It was. It definitely was.
Yeah?
I think Milan just happened a couple of weeks ago, and that's why it's right at the forefront.
Absolutely.
Of my brain.
So when you were doing that Wembley one, did you feel sentimental? Were you thinking about how far you'd come?
Oh, massively. I actually have a pretty mad relationship with that venue because, yeah, we were put there together as a band. That was where I did my first solo performance with Steve Aoki. I came back as a judge and we did a lot of the auditions there. So I spent a lot of time there in my career. But the only annoying thing is I'd fractured part of my arm on tour.
How'd you do that?
Honestly, the stupidest thing in the world, man. Like, I decided about 12 months ago, I used to be quick when I was 18, a quick runner, decent sprinter, and I decided that I can still keep up with that pace, but I can't. Anyway, I challenged someone to a race, and it's just, honestly, I ran into a wall. It sounds ridiculous, but the finishing line was too close to a wall, and I've just gone right into the wall.
Got it.
Fractured me
Because
arm.
in the Olympics, they have that cushion at the end, don't they? So they don't do that.
Next tour, I'll be investing in one of them, definitely.
Stick that on the rider, definitely. Louis, you legend. Look, 2 out of 5.
It's not great, is it?
I do think you know your fans well. I think you're just a bit flustered after the tour.
Yeah, that must be it.
That must be it.
Good luck.
Louis, legend, mate. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. Rockstar, as always. Louis Tomlinson, round of applause, please.
Thanks,
in the
as always.
studio. Look, Louis, one more thing before you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a chance at redemption, my
I like
friend.
it.
Last time you were on, you decided to delete Arctic Monkeys, I Bet That You Look Good on the Dance Floor from the Radio 1 system in a game of keep or delete. We kept the Strokes on last night. Would you like to bring it back?
100%,
Yes!
man.
Yes, Louis! It's been a long 3 years without this song. It really, really has. But finally, it's back in the Radio 1 system. Louis Tomlinson on the Radio 1 Indie Show. Louis, you're a legend. We'll see you real soon, my friend.
Thanks again, man. Cheers.
Nice one. Arctic Monkeys, I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, playing on the Radio 1 Indie Show. Louis Tomlinson, everyone.